Tears welled up in Emma's eyes as she stared into the train. She hadn't expected her long-lost boyfriend, Noah, to be seated inside, now dressed in a soldier's uniform, heading to the battlefield. No matter how loudly she called his name, he didn't turn back, because he wasn't sure if he'd ever return. He hoped distance would help her forget him, but as the train started moving, Noah couldn't resist a final glance. Emma broke down, chasing after the train, heart pounding with the fear that this might be their last moment. She took the necklace from her neck and gave it to him, her only way of praying for his safe return. Yet it was that very necklace that almost cost Noah his life. This is a story that brings back memories of first love, a timeless romantic film. Even after 21 years, still considered a masterpiece of pure love. After arriving at the front lines, Noah found the enemy fire far fiercer than expected. As they began retreating, he realized the necklace Emma gave him was missing. Risking everything, he returned to find it. Miraculously, he did, but a nearby shell exploded during his escape, leaving him gravely injured. As he clutched the necklace, memories flooded back. Summer of 1968. Emma had been visiting her grandfather's country home for the break. That's when she met young Lucas, who was catching fish by the creek. He'd never seen such a sweet and innocent girl before, and couldn't take his eyes off her. Mustering up courage, he waved at her, and to his surprise, she shyly waved back. Everything in the countryside fascinated Emma. Did you know there are ghosts by the riverbank? Yeah. Will you take me there? She asked playfully. Lucas didn't hesitate. The next day, they met at the dock. He'd arrived early, already waiting for her. Together, they rode toward the abandoned house across the river, the so-called haunted house. But during their little adventure, Lucas accidentally opened a door that scared him stiff. Something inside made him run for his life. Emma, ever curious, approached the door herself. Suddenly, it creaked open and a filthy vagabond stepped out. She screamed in fear, still terrified himself. Lucas ran back to shield her, nearly bumping into her in the process. The experience, terrifying as it was, bonded them even more. But the sky turned on them. It began to pour. Their small boat had floated away. The two ran down the path looking for shelter until Emma twisted her ankle. With no other choice, Lucas carried her on his back, finally finding an old thatched hut to wait out the rain. He dried her soaked clothes with his own shirt, a gesture that surprised and touched her deeply. When the rain stopped, Lucas even snuck into a nearby field and stole a watermelon for her. They laughed, eyes locked, under a rainbow that seemed to bless their innocent romance. That night, Lucas carried Emma home. This must be heavy for you, she said softly. Don't worry, as long as I have you, I can carry anything. As they crossed a bridge filled with fireflies, Lucas rolled up his pants, waded into the water, and caught one for her. It became a symbol of their day, a memory sealed in light. As they returned by boat, Emma quietly took off the necklace from her neck and gave it to Lucas as a token of their love. But happiness is often brief. Emma's grandfather was already waiting at the shore. Once she was taken away, the old man slapped Lucas and forbade him from ever seeing her again. Different worlds, he believed, could never truly unite. Days later, Emma fell seriously ill and was taken to a hospital in the city. That was the last time they saw each other. School resumed, and Lucas often found himself distracted, always thinking about her. Then one day, his best friend Nathan showed him a photo of his fiancée, asking Lucas to help him write a love letter. Lucas froze. It was Emma. Though it broke his heart, he agreed, using the letters as a secret way to express his longing. Emma wrote back, inviting Nathan to her recital. As a thank you, Nathan took Lucas with him. When Emma appeared on stage, Lucas couldn't stop himself from standing up. Heart pounding. She shone while playing the piano, more beautiful than ever. He watched in silence, bouquet in hand, too afraid to approach after the performance. In the crowd, their eyes met. But before anything could happen, Emma was whisked away by family. Lucas sat alone, crushed. Suddenly, she appeared behind him. They ran toward each other, locked in a tight embrace. She hadn't forgotten the firefly. Lucas, giddy with joy, jumped around like a child. After school, Lucas accompanied Nathan to the dance studio, and there she was again. Emma. Their parents had arranged everything to keep their relationship hidden. Lucas and Emma pretended not to know each other, stealing glances and mouthing silent words of love. Later, Nathan offered Emma flowers and confessed his feelings. Initially uninterested, he had truly fallen for her. That night, a conflicted Emma told Lucas everything, but what could they do? Family pressures were too strong. She would eventually have to marry Nathan. From then on, Emma stopped coming to the window no matter how many times Lucas tried flashing the streetlights, their secret signal. Desperate, he rushed to her house and kept flicking the lights until she finally appeared. You'll catch a cold. Idiot, you'll get infected again, she said, half laughing, half crying. Lucas pulled her aside to talk, but she turned and walked away, only to come running back a moment later, collapsing in his arms, both sobbing. Still, this couldn't go on. The next day, Lucas told Nathan the truth. He and Emma were in love, expecting a fight. He was shocked when Nathan only smiled bitterly. He'd known all along, from the necklace. Heartbroken, he chose to step aside. With Nathan's blessing, Lucas no longer had to hide. During winter break, he wrote Emma letters using Nathan's name to avoid their family's interference. Things were finally looking up, until one of those letters was returned home by mistake. Nathan's father was furious. He beat him mercilessly with his leather belt. Torn between his father and best friend, Nathan fell into despair. When school resumed, he tried to take his own life, but Lucas found him just in time. Guilt consumed Lucas. It was because of him that Nathan suffered. He knew it was time to let go. After one last look at Emma, he disappeared. When she turned back, he was gone. The only thing left behind was the necklace on the door handle.